And we're back. Hey, Stephen.
Hi, Terry.
Welcome back to another TEB Interiors review of TRIXIE Motel. The show where we're going to walk you through the design side and a little bit of behind-the-scenes production tea spilling, I guess we could call it, because both Stephen and I have experience working in television, as you may or may not know.
All tea, no shade.
Right.
Some shade.
Speaking of tea, I'm Terry.
Yeah, I'm Stephen. For shade.
For shade.
We are tea and shade.
We have to get those fans. TRIXIE Motel and her partner, boyfriend, David Silver, bought a motel in Palm Springs, California. I keep getting that wrong. And they are rented for $1.9 million and for a $500,000 budget. And in 4 months, they're going to renovate 7 rooms, 1 lobby, right, with a bar, a check-in station. I think they said they're going to be a store and a whole outdoor area and pool. Starts off at TRIXIE Cosmetics. So TRIXIE is a multi-entrepreneur. She has many, many different businesses that she runs, and one of them is her cosmetics line. They're sitting around talking, and she says, oh, hey, by the way, I'm renovating my motel, and the next room is going to be the Queen of Hearts room because, well, drag queen and hearts. So what she says is on the counter here, she's saying, we're going to take our best-selling palettes and packs and take the color scheme from that. There we go. Ta-da! Queen of Hearts room.
And there's our color scheme. Orange, kind of a magenta, fuchsia pink, and then this lavender shade.
Nicole Byer is our next guest. We get 2 guests this time. Maybe 2, maybe more. I like her. She seems fine.
She's good. She's been on Drag Race several times.
Yeah. She was a bit much in this episode, I think. She kind of drove me a little bit crazy, if I'm being honest. It was a little bit like, okay, girl, we get it. We know who you are. Calm down. So they decide they're going to be the painting divas, and they're going to start painting the mural.
And TRIXIE is back in
drag.
Drag with the pink work boots.
Painting outfit.
Right.
Drag.
Right.
So the concept is based on Queen of Hearts and like a playing card where one heart's upside down, one heart's right side up.
Right.
And they are going to paint only this. To finish off the mirror, they get these 2 guys, Nick and Jensen, from Very Gay Paint.
Right. So these guys, here's an example of people who aren't professionals. They were comedians who decided during the pandemic, which could be a totally fake story. It could be real, who knows. Decided during the pandemic that they did a mural and their friends saw the mural, and now that's their business.
That happens a lot when you get the people who fancy themselves a designer because they did something in their own home, and all their friends said, oh my God, you should
love
be
it, Barbara.
A designer, Barbara.
Barbara, you should be a designer.
That happens a lot.
It does happen a lot.
Okay, I took this shot because look at the branded tape measure. I need to get branded TEB tape measures.
Well, it's a pink tape measure with a sticker on it, but sure. Yeah.
You're right, actually. That is just a
I have
sticker,
I have a branded tape measure from a building, from a business on Church Street here in Toronto.
You just didn't want to say the name or something?
Yeah, I must have won it at something, I guess, because I didn't get it going there.
No, I mean, you don't want to say
it's
the name.
It's from Steamworks.
Oh.
Why you'd need a tape measure at Steamworks, I don't know.
Google it.
So the weird thing about
I'm going to get into it.
The weird thing about the Steamworks tape measure is it only measures 8 inches, and that's it.
Whew, I'm safe then.
Yeah.
Now I'm all distracted. Right, here we are. Very Gay Paint guys are starting to paint up the ceiling. So they've taken the mural that TRIXIE and Nicole Byer started and extending, and then, we didn't show it, but Danny and her husband or fiance drew some stripes in between those 2 hearts on the wall. And now these guys are taking over even from those guys and continuing the stripes up across the ceiling.
So the cool thing about this room is the Flamingo room had a decidedly kind of 60s look. This room has a little more of a 70s look with these stripes.
Yeah.
Like almost like Flamingo room was a mid 50s to early 60s, and this is kind of mid 60s to the late 60s.
But the colors are more 60s because 70s would have been more like
Yeah, it would have been brown.
the browns and like the way the
Right.
room used to look.
But these stripes and the graphics. Yeah.
Very 70s for
Yep.
sure. Oh my
Oh,
god.
okay.
You go.
I mean, this is cool. As we spoke before, I love terrazzo. So I'm all about the terrazzo, and I'm fine with that. Flooring experiments. Now, this, I mean, we'll see later in the episode that this was, they did do experiments because they say that they tested it. But basically, they took paint, they sprinkled it with some plastic substance that supposed to look like the flecks in terrazzo,
yeah.
which are supposed to be real stone, and then they covered it with an epoxy.
But they love the idea. They can't wait to do it, and they call it Forazza.
Right,
Forazzo. And she wants to do it in every room. So going forward, she wants to do it in every room.
Right.
So here she is working on it. She's drawing hearts on the. So I guess they've already painted the floor, obviously pink.
Right.
Now she's gonna draw hearts.
Right.
And I guess they paint those orange.
And then she goes. Now this is an interesting. This is an interesting television thing. This clearly really did happen.
Yeah.
Because if it was fake, it wouldn't be on a camera phone. It wouldn't be on your phone.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't look very good for TV. For someone to hold up a phone and say, "Look what it looked like." So somebody, the flooring guy who was putting it down, clearly it started to peel. There was moisture in the floor, in the cement. Somebody didn't let it cure long enough. There was dirt or grease on the floor. There could have been anything. So it started to peel. I believe that's David. Shows them that it was peeling.
It bubbled and peeled.
Right. And then they go on to it's been resolved. So that's not the best television in the world. But
but I do feel like, David knew obviously, but I feel pretty authentically like the three of them, Trixie and the other David and Danny, I don't think they knew. They may have known there was something.
Right.
Hey guys, we got cameras ready. Go into the room because you film David telling you something.
Yes.
I don't think they knew what the problem was.
What makes it seem that it's an actual real problem.
Right. And you could tell they were authentically like, oh shit. Now what? They were definitely genuinely upset, it seemed.
Yes. But it had been resolved.
It had already been.
It's already been fixed.
The guy fixed it.
Right.
But they've decided they cannot do it again.
No.
Like this is it. They're not doing it in the rest of the rooms.
Right.
So Danny gets to work hand drawing the new pattern that they're going to use again in the wallpaper and the fabrics.
Which I like.
Merch.
I like consistency. I like that they keep on doing the same, the similar things over and over again.
Yeah. Looks like she's using an app. It's called Procreate on the iPad. I do a lot of our custom wallpapers and fabric designs and stuff in that app as well. It's cool. It's a great app actually.
It's very cool.
All right. This guy looks like he's a character.
He's a tufter.
I like him. He looks like he'd be a lot of fun.
He's a carpet maker.
Yeah. I come from the world, like originally TEB was tufting upholstery. It's a whole same word, but it's a totally different.
Yeah, when they were going this, I thought they were doing something that was tufting, which is like
putting the buttons
when there's
on
a fabric
headboard.
and it goes in and there's a button in there, like on a headboard or on a sofa.
Tufting.
That's tufting, button tufting, I guess. But in this world, tufting is carpet making.
Yes. And
with a gun.
With a gun and yarn.
Yarn and canvas.
Yeah.
Which was very cool.
Oh
I've never seen. It's
Are you
rug
kidding
hooking.
Me? I am dying to do this.
Basically, they're kind of doing really like intense rug hooking, I guess.
Ta-da! All done. And this is a frame for a mirror that they want to put on the ceiling.
Right.
So as we can see, last week was a pink flamingo room. Here we go, room number 2.
We're working our way down the hall.
Yes. And here's our guest for the week. It will be Mo Hart, formerly known as Monique Hart from RuPaul's Drag Race. So here's also what we talked about last time, is it looks like she's in a hallway that's already been wallpapered in something else.
Right.
Right, we were trying to, so the other room, it looked like, oh, it's just like an entrance. She already came in through a door,
So
you're in a little foyer kind of
right.
thing, and then you come in. But this is not.
It's very strange because there's a door behind her.
Yeah,
and that's not the door out. The door out is that way.
Yeah.
Because the window's on the front.
Where the old Dirk. Yeah, the window is facing her right now.
So I don't know. Like, do you walk into
the bed's to her left?
Are there not enough doors? Like when you see the outside of the hotel, are there fewer doors than there are rooms? Like do 1 and 2 share a door and 3 and 4 share a door? And you go in and go this way?
Oh.
I wonder. It doesn't matter.
You know what? Maybe we'll have to go there.
Maybe we'll
go check it out. We'll film it all.
Yeah.
We'll do a special episode where we'll travel.
I do this every time I watch a television show. Where, let's say you watch The Golden Girls, and you see the outside of the building, and then you see the inside, and you go, well, that can't be that building because you go through the garage to get to the kitchen, whereas, the garage is there, and it's not even close to where the kitchen. So that kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. Here's the before.
Which looks like all the other befores.
Yeah, it looks just like the other room.
The carpet's changed slightly.
Maybe it's flipped. Like the brick wall seems to be on the other side this time.
And this room is definitely smaller than room 1 because this room doesn't even have. I guess because it's in the middle. There's
no kitchenette this time.
Right. There's our lock off of the beautiful room. We still don't like the drapes.
The rod pocket drapes.
Rod pocket drapes. The tie back.
And
they just haven't put blinds.
The floor they are.
Oh yeah.
They're so short. God, that drives me insane.
Yeah.
And again, everything matchy.
Right. Which is fine.
I like it better this time. The pattern, the repeat is way more random looking. It doesn't look. I can't see it as much.
I think it's because it's turning into a graphic.
And look how big the wall pattern is. See, there was that scale thing that we talked about last time. Because the wall pattern is so big with all these tiny patterns, and even the floor is another size of pattern.
Yeah.
That's helping to make it all look better.
I'll give you that.
Thank you. Another view
there.
Yeah,
no kitchenette.
Look at that air conditioner.
Right.
I wonder how loud that was.
Yeah.
When you turned it on.
It's very brown.
Oh, it's very brown again. Ugh. Very dark and dingy with the white
trim around to outline the brown. Yeah, I think those pendants are a mistake.
Yeah.
They look weird. I think somebody said, let's put in, because they put junction boxes up in the ceiling that weren't there. So they put junction boxes, and I think somebody ordered these pendant lights and didn't realize that they were way too short. Because those nightstands would be fine if they didn't have big lamps on them.
Okay, so we have to problem solve a lot when you're doing this kind of design. My immediate response to that light is, well, change the chain to black and extend it, because you're keeping, you're going to leave that canopy black, make the chain black,
or
and now
spray the canopy pink and get longer chain and spray it pink.
Yeah, but in a commercial space like this, spray painted chain, I guess you don't really
I'm
touch
talking
it, though.
the TV part, just to get it done for TV.
Yes. Extend the chain,
it looks
spray painted all pink.
Yeah, it looks a little odd.
Yeah, so they're way too high.
It's the only thing. It's just like when you look around that room, there's nothing black except these 2 dots on the ceiling.
Yeah, there's zero black in here. Yeah, that was a mistake for sure.
But I do like the scale of the fact that the wallpaper, you are correct, the wallpaper behind the bed being a bigger scale than the rest of the wallpaper and the bedding and all that looks really cool.
It really makes the patterns
it makes it work much better.
I love this.
Yeah.
This is cool. Just another view, more of the ceiling. So there's the stripes at the very
gate cool.
guys did.
Yeah. I love it.
Very cool. Looks good. Trixie's in the art. Last time she was on the wallpaper.
Yes. Well, no, we didn't talk. Whoop.
Spoiler.
Forget that.
That's coming up.
But in every episode, there seems to be an element of Trixie either in the art or something.
Yeah. What was in the last one? There was something.
She's in a piece of art on the.
Yes, it was a piece of art near the window, I think. Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Here we are with the velvet headboard again. It's lovely.
Oh, it's beautiful.
But it's a velvet headboard. And if you look at that right now, I see 2 big old handprints right in the middle of each one of those parts of the heart. Whatever those are called. Chambers. Chamber right, chamber left.
The left ventricle and the right ventricle.
Yes. Lovely. but
Yeah, but
velvet
oh my God,
again.
the practicality again.
Yeah, and even if it doesn't get dirty, it gets dusty.
Mm-hmm.
And like occasionally you have to go and beat the crap out of your pillows. Well, this is going to get dusty.
And all the lubey hands.
And the lubey hands and whatever else. It's a whole bed. And that coffee table is a nightmare waiting to happen. And then the tiny little rug again.
Tiny rug again, yeah.
Tiny rug. Nightstands are just not going to work for me because I've got too much stuff I need to put on a nightstand.
Yeah,
but,
like your dentures.
Like my dentures. Like my glasses because I can barely get out of bed without them.
Also the footboard should have at least done, like the last time they did the channel tufting all the way across. This is just like this big sheet of velvet that you can see all the wrinkling in.
And do you see what I see?
I don't know, what?
Look at the headboard and look where the pillows are. Because it's a heart, it narrows and there's no headboard behind where the pillow is because it's so narrow. So technically, they should have lowered it, but it wouldn't have looked as much like a heart. Do you know what I mean? Like if they had lowered it, it would have been wider, but then it would have looked like two big boobs.
There should be another rectangle or something.
Yes, there should have been something at the bottom that it's sitting on.
That's true.
So, in theory, hearts are not the best shape for furniture.
No, or bathtubs.
Or bathtubs or beds. Like beds, the mattress.
Bed shape like that,
yeah. Unless you want to sleep with your head up at the hole and their feet together at the point, which I suppose is the thing.
I just sleep alone, so it wouldn't matter.
Right, you can sleep in the middle of the heart.
There we go. There's the finished tufted.
Right. I'm imagining it's not real mirror. I'm imagining it's an acrylic mirror.
Oh, maybe, that plastic acrylic
stuff.
stuff.
It's probably an acrylic mirror.
That would be smart to do that.
Safe. Yes.
Safer. Again, though, is it that same thing like with the feather lamp where this is just going to collect dust like crazy?
Dust is going to sit on top of it, yeah.
Well, even within all the fuzzy...
Yeah. And if anything gets on the mirror, good for you. But who has to clean it off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. I don't know. It's a bit too crafty looking for me, but it's a neat idea, and it goes with the theme of the room, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so here we are in what was the dressing area. This one has no kitchen, and then now
it's fantastic.
And I like the consistency of these dressing rooms. This one has a little bar fridge, the same as the other one.
Oh, yeah.
And she always does the same dressing table.
Yeah. I think they pointed that out.
That they're going to do that they're going to do the dressing tables in each one.
Yeah.
Which is great.
I like it. Another view. There's a bit more of the dressing table there. Little dresser, little stool. I mean, again, this really is not practical for a motel. Most of this stuff is going to disappear probably.
Which broken.
So there's...
Right, and we discussed this last time, that we're assuming that these things are merch. And you can buy the things that you like, and if you steal them, they're just going to put it on your bill.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So now we're in the bathroom.
Right.
Is that a cow print wooden
toilet? Right.
Wow.
Which is a foreshadowing of the future.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. Terrazzo on the counter again. Stained glass window, which we didn't point out yet. That's really
so they
good.
They don't talk. They seem to do it often. They don't talk about it all the time, but it's cool.
It's another continuity thing.
Continuity element, which is
not
very
continuity.
Cool.
Consistency. Like they're being consistent.
These things, and there's the terrazzo counter,
good.
and the sink is the same, and they're using the gold details, the gold fixtures and the gold fittings, which is cool.
And they're glazing the shower.
So
you go, girl.
Love this shower. Thank God it is not.
The color is amazing.
Yes, the color is amazing. Thank God it is not darker because it would look like a bloodbath inside of there. But again, we know that this glazing is not going to last. So at some point they will be redoing this bathroom, which is fine. But my issue with this shower is they better put a warning when you rent this room out that you are not Nina West, for example, because if you have huge shoulders, you are not going to get into this shower.
It's pretty skinny.
Let alone skinny door. Like, the good thing is they changed the door to a frameless glass door, so there's no frame around it. So it did make the opening bigger. That opening is small, and that shower is small inside.
It is. It's
like
tiny.
Don't drop the soap because you are not bending down.
No. Yeah, don't drop the soap, but this time for a different reason.
Right.
You're not going to be
Well,
able
you're
to
not
get
in there with anybody, let me tell you.
Yeah, or even Mo got in there and her wig barely fit.
Right.
She was standing in there. It was so
Yeah,
tiny.
it needs a little warning label that who's the one with the butt?
Which one?
I know.
You're talking about Monet Exchange?
Monet Exchange with the
Cynthia
juicy.
Cuckoo. My cuckoo, but she'll have a big butt.
Your cuckoo is too big. Your cuckoo is of a substantial juiciness. You may not want to rent this room.
Another before from the other angle. There we go.
Vanity's cool. Vanity's very hotel. Even though countertop sinks are never the best because gunk gets around the edge.
A vessel sink?
Yeah, vessel sink. Gunk gets around the edge and it's hard to take care of. But
yeah, they're nice though, and I like the color.
And they put little towel hanger things there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
Even the P trap and everything of the
it's gold. Everything is gold. Even the toilet plumbing is gold. I noticed that in the last episode.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
There we go. That's a good shot of the inside of the gold and the pink. Like, that's great. It's a beautiful color.
It's beautiful.
I love it.
Yeah.
Really nice. And there's the floor, finished floor, and some high heel shoes and some outfits.
Some tights.
And then there they are in their photo shoot.
That's a lot of patterns in that photo shoot.
Yes, with their outfits on top of it.
Yes, I don't think TRIXIE. I'm fine with Mo Hart's outfit on that pattern for the photo shoot. I'm sure this isn't the real photo shoot.
Okay, now we're at $195,000 of the budget, and we're only on room 2, and they only have $500,000.
Right.
The budget's going to have to be.
We already know, and they have to do that pool.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And the whole outside.
Right.
And they're already at 5 weeks now for 2 rooms, and they have 4 months. Okay, compared between the last one and this one, you prefer the flamingo room?
Back to my things airing in various, they choose the way they air. The production company would decide that this episode is a good episode and this episode is not the best episode and mix them together. They wouldn't run them in, like, if you are shooting a lifestyle show, house renovation show, they do not air in the order of which they were shot.
Right.
Because they need episodes to look different, for one thing. Like
the actual designs
the
and colors
designs and the theme kind of have to be different, and some of them kind of melt into each other. But they also want to come out big with the flamingo room.
Correct.
And then they can
big,
have a few episodes that aren't the greatest, and then they'll have another big one. And then they'll end with big ones. Yeah. So this is a filler episode. The filler queen episode. It's a filler queen episode. It's not going to win the race.
Maybe Miss Congeniality.
Maybe, yes. Not this one, though. This room is not Miss Congeniality. This room is, I don't know, Aja or something like that. Some filler queen that nobody cares about.
Yeah. So I'm assuming though that you prefer the other room than the pink flamingo room.
So far, the pink flamingo room is better than this.
Yeah.
Yes. If we were on a scale.
Yeah, I agree. Although I do like the pattern usage better in this room than the flamingo room, but overall the pink flamingo room is better so far.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right. Well, that's it for this episode. Next week will be, what's it called again?
Cowgirl.
Yeehaw
Cowgirl.
Special guest Orville Peck.
Right.
He'll be on there. You guys will talk about him. If you don't know who he is, you'll know next week.
I don't know much about him.
Okay. Bye. Thank you for watching. Keep watching. Tune in next week. Subscribe. Put a like. Send a message. Tell your friends. Tell a whole bunch. I just ate a hippopotamus for lunch. Okay, goodbye. Bye, Stephen.
Bye, Terry.
You're right in front of me.